Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you guys are all doing well. So today's video, I wanted to do an April catch-up. So I hope that you guys all had a beautiful month. I hope that school was great. I hope that you guys had a blessed Easter. Our month of April was actually pretty good. We got a lot done. I feel like we're wrapping up, or we already wrapped up a few of our subjects, which is nice, or unit studies. So that always feels good because you feel like you've accomplished something. And so that is always a great feeling. I know a lot of you are already done with school or have a few weeks left. Unfortunately, our school is not going to be done until, I want to say, July sometime. Yeah, so I think that is basically how our years are going to go from now on, because we are on a year-round schedule now, and I think it's just something I have to embrace and get used to. Usually, when we first started, we'd be done in June, but we had like a longer summer, but we didn't have as many breaks. So I guess you take some, you give some, you know what I mean? So we are excited that April is done. I'm gonna jump in and kind of tell you guys how our month has been going. So the first thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is we were using Apologia Astronomy, and we are done, you guys. We went through this book, and my daughter loves space, so she really enjoyed this, and my niece really enjoyed this as well. So again, my daughter is in 3rd grade and my niece is in 2nd. We started school together, and we aren't doing school right now together, but we continued to do this through FaceTime with each other on the phone. So that worked out really good. I mean, it's not being in person, but it worked for us. So with Apologia Astronomy, you can purchase these notebooking journals, and this is just the regular one, or you can purchase the junior. Yeah, it's called junior. The junior notebooking, or this one. This one's my daughter's, and she finished it. And I love that you can put pictures in here. It asks like for pictures or scrapbooking. So I printed out some pictures and put it in here for her. So this could be a little keepsake for her. It has all of her work. She has these cool little lap book type things in here. They had crossword puzzles. I mean, literally, you guys, all kinds of fun. It's literally like lap booking in a journal. So it was really fun for them. This was from one of their experiments that they had to do. So I printed out pictures from when they did experiments, and I put them in here for her. So I'm gonna hold on to this for her. This book is complete, you guys, complete. Check, I love that. So we got through her science book last Friday, which would have been the 23rd. Now my sister went away on a vacation, so me and my daughter were trying to think, what could we possibly do to replace science? Now, when my sister gets back, we have so many different like cool activities and crafts and stuff that we purchased at the beginning of the year for like supplemental things, and that's what we're gonna be working on with them for the next couple weeks. But while my sister was gone, we made this cool little scrapbook, lap book. You're supposed to put it in like file folders and make it into a lap book, but I thought it would be really fun to make it into just like a little scrapbook for my daughter. So she went ahead and wrote my space book. And then I found some free templates on, what was the website? I'll link it down below for you guys. But they were these really cute little lap booking templates. And so I had her actually do this for the last 3 days. She worked on this. So on Monday through Wednesday, she worked on this and she finished it. So that's like a little story that she got to write. It had this cool little verse from the Bible, and then she had to do an inner planet search. So these were actually cut out into little rectangles, and she had to put them where they went or where they belonged. And then there's just these cool little, she had to like label the shuttle and write little facts. Where are they? On here. Just fun things. This is like a famous astronaut book, so it has different famous astronauts, and she had to research and find out what their names were, what they did, what missions they went on, and she had to write that here. It's just so cute, you guys, because then she can keep this as well. This will be like a little keepsake for her. She had to look up submissions, and what worked out really well is she already read through her astronomy book, so she knew most of these answers. We did have to research a little bit on the astronauts just because she didn't know all of them, and she did this one here too. But that's it. So she got to do this little lap book, scrapbook, and I just, you know, I bound it, and I didn't laminate it, but it works. So that we're gonna save for her. So like I said, she worked on that through Monday to Wednesday, and then we actually had Thursday and today off. So I was just thinking, okay, my sister's away, we haven't really gone anywhere, so I'm like, I'm gonna try to give her a couple days off on top of the weekend. So instead of us schooling all the way Monday through Friday, I just kind of had her double up on some of her work, and then we had today and yesterday off. So that has been super nice, and it gives her a chance to talk to her cousins and her friends on FaceTime and play with them. Okay, so that is basically what we had for science. Another thing that we finished was our unit study on Josephina. So Josephina is done, you guys. This was actually a really good unit study. The girls enjoyed it. There was a little scary story in there that my daughter and my youngest niece was not very pleased about. They do talk about being Catholic and the different things that they believe in, and so it just kind of opens up our kids' minds to that there are different religions out there. Even though they are not ours, you still respect the people for their beliefs. You know, and so we kind of went down that route and kind of talked about all of that, which I have already talked to my daughter about. You know, we can only preach God's word and tell people about the good news and talk to them about him, but it's really all in their own heart, and to believe in it or to change, or, you know. So this is her lap book. She did write the title. It's just really hard to read. And then this is her lap book that she did. So this one was pretty fun. Like I said, the kids enjoyed it. This is something else that we do with my nieces on FaceTime right now, and we will get back to doing school together very soon, so I can't wait. Well, probably not this year, but for next school year, we will definitely start again together. Well, if everything is the way it should be. Okay, so we finished that for our history. So our unit study is done. We are gonna be starting a new unit study, and you guys will see that in my upcoming videos, because that's not April, it'll be May. So have you guys been able to wrap up any of your unit studies or any of your subjects? Make sure you guys let me know down below. That would be awesome. So moving on from that, what else in April? Okay, so Easter happened in April. We had a really nice Easter. We worked through the gather round, and we really enjoyed it. We didn't do the supper at the end. Maybe next year we'll do that when we're all together. I thought that that'd be a really nice thing, kind of to have like a little feast together. But we did work through the unit, and we really enjoyed it. So we do plan on using it again. Now, if there is something else that comes out having to do with Easter, I'll probably do that one and kind of switch back and forth between them. Now, I still did use Becca's crucifixion and resurrection lesson that myself and my daughter went through. I feel like it's really just biblically sound. So I wanted to make sure to incorporate that into Easter time as well. So we did do that. Another really cool thing that I'm super excited about is I think I pretty much have all of my curriculum, you guys. I am waiting on a couple pieces, and this is something that I wanted to talk to you guys about because I want to start putting up my videos for curriculum between May and June. Now, I am not going to be receiving my Bible until, I want to say, August. So I was thinking of still doing a curriculum pick video without it and just kind of putting a clip of what it's going to be on the screen for you guys. I don't think that'll bother you guys at all. And then I'll just have those flip throughs out a little later than these ones. But I mean, with timing and how, because I have to prep everything out, I have to do all of my organizing, and you know how long that takes. So I wanted to start doing that early. Also, we're going to be starting school in September, so I'm not going to have, 3 months to get my daughters, my sons, my nieces stuff organized in 6 weeks or 4 weeks. I think we're going to have about 6 weeks off. And I'll be going crazy, you guys. So I'm hoping that you guys are cool with me doing the curriculum pick ahead of time before I have my last piece, which would be Bible, but I could still tell you guys everything about it. And yeah, so let me know in the comments down below if that sounds good to you guys, and then I'll start doing, my flip throughs, and then I will be doing my organizing of showing you guys how I'm organizing each curriculum. So I think that's it with curriculum. Now that would just be my picks. My sister hasn't quite gotten everything yet, so hers would be coming out after mine. And yeah, unless they're the same things that I used for my daughter, I'm not sure yet. We're still trying to piece things together and figure out how we're doing it and what we're using, and we're deciding still. So that has to do with the curriculum. Another thing in April, what I have really been working on is I am putting together a planner for myself and my sister, and I'm trying to put it together according to how our homeschool works, what we use, what we don't, and what we need to kind of prepare ourselves for that. So once it's done, I will show you guys, and I'm really hoping that I can have it to where you guys, if you wanted it, you guys can get it, but I don't know how I'm gonna do that. So I'm still trying to figure all of that out. I know planners are very specific to each person. So I don't know, just the option I am hoping will be there for you guys, but that has been kind of fun for me to put together. So I'm doing the planner. And then what else? Oh my gosh, I've been working on, I'm so excited about this, and I know I've talked about it in a few of my videos, but I have been putting some supplemental things together for Bible for my daughter, and I am really excited about it. I'm thinking that she's going to enjoy using them, and again, I will show you guys, and hopefully I can get them onto something that you can just download a PDF or something. So I'll be trying to do that soon. And I have been working on some recent things for new Bible things that I've been thinking about. So I don't know. So that's something else I've really been working on this month, and I'll be working on it for the next couple months probably. So also in April, I've prepped out our unit studies for our history. This month this week coming up, we will be working out of the Notgrass book. Again, we love it. It is our base curriculum. I will have a link down below for you guys if you guys want to check it out. I am an affiliate, but I will have that link down below. And I can also link in a couple of the videos for flip throughs. If you guys are interested in their history or their geography, we are absolutely loving it. So we are doing a lesson from there on the Gold Rush, and I actually found a free unit study on the Gold Rush, and then we bought a Who Was book. So that'll be fun. We're starting that this week. It'll probably go for a few weeks. What else? And then I'll find some, crafts and stuff. So I prepped that out. So I'm talking about May's unit study, but I really meant to just tell you guys that I've prepped all of that out. We've already purchased the supplies we're going to need. And so we are set for our unit studies in May. So we're already set in April, which is good. What else? Oh, something that I really wanted to talk to you guys about. So as you know, if you've been on my channel, we use Becca's Bible curriculum, and I love it, and my daughter loves it. We're learning so much, both of us. And in the past few months, I've noticed my daughter's not struggling on memorization, but she's not really enjoying it. And I really don't want Bible to just be another class, another grade. I want Bible to be about God, and that's it. And I was talking to one of you moms in the comments about Bible being, a way of life and not like a grade. And I totally agree. Me and my sister had talked about it with my 7th grade niece, because she has tests and stuff, and it's kind of hard to think that you need to be tested on things like that. I mean, I've been born again for 10 years now. I've been reading the Bible, and I have a hard time memorizing. Like, if I read a verse, I know exactly what the verse is, but to actually sit and memorize them, I don't know. So I really have been going back and forth, and I've decided not to have my daughter do the Abeka's memorization on those verses. I just feel like I want her to learn verses and want to learn them. And I also feel like the verses I want her to learn are ones that she understands and that she can actually remember, because she'll memorize, 4 or 5 verses until she gets on to the next one. And then she starts to forget that the 5 verses that she used prior, or it's hard for her to understand it. So I really, I took a step back and I'm like, this isn't working. This is not how I want it. So I am literally still going to have her memorize verses, but I'll probably just pick 1 to 2 verses, things that she can actually apply to her life right now. I know with myself, when I'm going through certain things, I'll find that specific feeling that I'm going through or need out of the Bible, and I'll read that. And that's what I use. And that's what I want her. I want her to be able to refer to the verses she's memorizing for her life. Do you know what I mean? So I don't want her to just read a verse over and over and over and over and over and over again until she gets an A, and then she doesn't even understand the whole concept of it, and then for her to move on to another 5 verses. I don't know. I just feel like that is not the meaning that I want to show her what Bible is about, what God is about, what learning about the Bible is about. It's a journey that we all are on, that believe in God and Christ, and I just want her to have a really good, experience with schooling on it, So that is a decision I've made. I'm in the process of figuring out how I'm going to do that, what verses I'm going to apply to her, and I'm going to continue this on through next year and probably until high school. So, if you guys are interested in knowing what I put together and if you guys want to use it, again, I'm still trying to figure out how I can get all of my new things kind of put in order. Now, just know I am just a mom making things for the kids, for myself. I'm not a professional at this. I do it because I enjoy it and because I need it. And I feel like there's moms out there, you could be one of them, that maybe doesn't have the time or doesn't want to. Maybe you're not into that type of stuff, but you struggle in those areas and you wish you had it, but you don't have the money to buy it because you've spent all your money on curriculum or supplements. So I kind of want to be that person that can help in that way, And if it has to do with Bible, then that's even better, because then I feel like I'm helping with God's word, and I'm feeling led to do that. So I'm gonna really try to figure out how I can do some sort of upload. I'm thinking that you could probably do it through Pinterest, but I'm gonna have to look into it. So don't hold me to it, you guys, but I am gonna try to figure it out. So keep your guys' eyes open for that. So that's something that I'm gonna be continuing to work through. What else have I been doing for April? I think that that's all I've really written down. With Easter break, we were off for a week. Getting back to school was pretty hard. It always is. Our Mondays are not always fun, to be completely honest. There's a lot of distraction, and just getting back into our routine is always hard. I'm not sure if you guys are in that same situation. Comment down below to let me know that our family is not the only family that goes through that. So we took, the week off, and then getting back was kind of slow, but I will say this week was really good. My daughter was so good and just did what she needed to do for the past 3 days, especially because we were doubling up on certain things. There are certain things that I let her do that will not affect her learning. So for example, sometimes we'll skip over videos if it's review. Math, I usually always have her do because they learn new concepts, and it's like a spiral learning, so they're constantly learning and pushing things away. So I just don't want her to forget anything. So math we usually do, but there are some things that I kind of take out for her so that she's not doubling up on every single thing. But we did double up on some things for the first 3 days of this week, and like I said, we have these 2 days off, which made us able to have a 4-day vacation, a 4-week vacation. That sounds really nice right now. especially because the weather is getting so nice out. How's your guys' weather where you're at? It's been pretty warm. It did rain for a little bit, I think a couple days, but it's been warm. My air conditioning turned on, so that tells you something. But what else? I think that is it. My son, I keep telling you guys, he's just wanting to learn more and more and more. He's starting to like see things and count things and just count on his own. He'll see words and he'll just start saying letters. So that's when you know they're going in that right direction. So that's still happening. Nothing's different there. He's just progressing, wanting to learn more, wanting to do more things. So that's basically it for our homeschool April catch up. I, again, cannot believe it's already May, you guys. May is tomorrow. I'm like blown away. I can't believe it's already May. It's so crazy to me. And that's it, you guys. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me on this April catch up. And I hope that you guys enjoy these. Give me a big thumbs up if you do. Leave me a comment down below. You know I always love to hear from you. And you guys have a beautiful rest of your day. All right, you guys, be safe and be blessed always. Bye.
What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach every